Hey guys, so if you saw the actual thumbnail of this, I'm going to be taking you through a few, or technically all that I've made so far of my personal custom made photo cards. So these are all designed and based off of each album. So I am kind of going to go through them one at a time and kind of talk about my thought process or anything important about them, I guess, or kind of information. If you've followed me on Instagram, you would have seen me already post my Monsta X styled ones. But I will leave in the comments down below, or I'll appear it here on the screen. If you want to take a closer look at a specific set, I will put a timestamp so you know if you just want to skip to that one and take a look at those ones yourself. So I do have two different styles. I have my standard set and then I have my luxury set. So my luxury set ones are going to be a little bit more expensive than the standard set because they do have a little bit more extra, I guess you could say, to it. But you can also get it in the standard style as well if you don't want the extra pieces added on. But it is something above and beyond what I have seen the normal photo cards that albums come with. But I guess that's all I really need to say for the beginning here. But let's get started. We're going to go through Ateez first. So these ones I designed based off of the music videos more so than the actual albums. So this is a luxury set. I accidentally forgot to add the Ateez piece on here, but these will come sealed down at the bottom, but I didn't want to have to rip them all open just to kind of present them out and kind of when I was testing through them. So they all will come with a cover sticker on them so you actually know what is inside. You will get a full set, so there is no random or certain amount of cards per pack type thing. You will get every member's as well as a cover card. Because if you know how I like to store my photo cards, I do love to always make a cover card so I know what album the photo cards go with. So let me pull these all out for you and we will take a little look. So here is our cover card for this one. And some more of my cards. So I don't know if you can really hear it, but these ones are shaker cards. So here is our cover. And on the back are some gold micro beads and gold sequins. So they are meant to be all shaker style, which is so cute. You just don't want to bend them, put them with excessive heat because this is just taped on the vellum to kind of hold all of the micro beads and everything in here. And then these are small little sequences to match because I thought with treasure, I think of gold. And of course I have the Ateez like to match their flag that they had in the music video here for a back. So this is, like I said, a luxury style. So if you didn't want the luxury style, the card will look the same. It just won't have the micro beads and the sequins. So the back will just be this sand textured and then the Ateez white back. So again, here's our cover. I'm not going to show the back of them all because they all are the exact same, clearly. I'll pull them in at two at a time because we can fit. So these are all images from the music video. There we go. You probably hear all the little beads hanging around in there. And then here we go. Next to. This has to be one of my favorite images. I have Mingies. Alright. So these will come, like I said, in two bags just because of how thick the beads kind of make them. As a stack, they don't really fit in as nicely in one bag. And I don't want to crunch and stuff everything. So I didn't have a set yet. I'm contemplating doing one for the Pirate King, but since it was a performance video, there weren't too many like individual shots. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing one for that. But then our next one we have is the luxury set for Halahala, which is by far one of my favorite Ateez music videos, and so I'm just like obsessed with this one still. So this one is a luxury set as well. Let me pull these out. So these ones have chains going through them to kind of match the masks that they wear, because they have the chains hanging down. Their outfits all have chains hanging from them. So I thought chains would be kind of a cool effect to do with these. So again, I will set these aside and we'll go through one at a time. So here's kind of the front with the chains, and then the back, and a little piece hangs off here. So if you wanted to personally hang something off of it or do anything, you're more than welcome to. And then these are pretty sturdy, so I mean, they flex pretty nicely. I wouldn't recommend folding them in half or anything like that. They're nice, not too thin. I kind of tried to style and base them all off of the Monsta X Photocards because I love how thick and nice those ones are and the consistency of them. I would just say, though, to be careful with the corners. If you kind of stab in, it can, I mean, I wouldn't say it hurts, but I mean, it's kind of like a little poke. So here we go, some mingies. They're all going to look the same on the back again with the same kind of flag style. And then the corners all have my logo on them, just so that you know they are, I guess, my custom cards. And then here's our cover one, and it says Halahala here. It's the only one that is not in black and white. I just couldn't make it black and white. It just looked so nice in the red. Okay. And then next we have the Say My Name set. So this is the standard. There's no luxury style for this one. I have two different styles for the Say My Name. We have one that kind of follows more with all of their names on it. And then the back, just is the other style of their Ateez. I guess they're more standard Ateez logo style. So then when I designed these two, I tried not to like make my biased members look the best or anything like that. I tried to make sure they all came out really nice and that, you know, whatever I was doing I really liked or followed something I was very inspired about. Like these ones, I've been obsessing about these images and I've been trying to find something cool to use with them. So I definitely had to make a little photo card set with them. Alright, so there is set style 1 for Say My Name. I'm just kind of making piles over here. And then set style number 2, which are some of my favorite kind of cool cards. These ones I usually do this way if I'm very inspired by the colors, but they were all transparent cards. So these ones are slightly thicker than the standard cards. Just because I didn't want really flimsy transparent cards. I wanted them to have some thickness to them. Now the transparent ones you really don't want to bend at all. The special coating that is on them can sometimes start to bubble or peel up from what I've seen. Because like when I test these cards out, I'm bending them and like treating them like crap to see how much they can actually withstand, how much of a beating they can withstand and things like that, because I do want to make sure when I make my listings or give information on them, you know, I am being as honest as I can. Just like I was like with my Got 7 triangle cards, I'm like, don't rip these things up because the triangle will peel away like a slice of pizza. But I loved these cards in the actual album, so these ones are actually from the photo book. They probably do have like my fingerprints left behind too. So, all right. So that is it for the Say My Name sets. All right, next is going to be our Illusion and our Wave set. So we'll start with, since I'm Team Illusion, we will start with the Illusion set here. So this one I kind of did the sticker a little different. I made it sideways instead of the other way. I just had to because of the boat was a big deal for the Illusion cards in the music video. So here we go for these ones. And then I'm not going to show the backs to these ones because when you put the cards in a special order, you will get another image. So I kind of took that a little bit from some of the other photo cards, like the BTS Love Yourself series ones. When you put all the cards together, it makes a nice image for the back. So there is a secret image. So if you do get this set, I want to keep it a surprise. So if you I didn't put the members in any particular order. It was kind of just the order I put them in Photoshop. So they're not in like age group, bias group order, anything like that. It's just the order I've been designing all of them in. So not going to show the back, so fronts only. So if you do buy the set, you can get to see the surprise image. I loved the end fantasy look at the music video. Now I don't know if I'm going to do like every group, every album. I might just want ones that inspire me the most, or groups that, you know, everyone requests or things like that. But I've kind of just been testing things out, trying different things. So that's why I've been kind of doing every single album or something. So the Wave ones are a luxury set. I do have a luxury set for these. And as you can see, they are styled a lot like the Treasure ones. So there is micro beads and there are sequences on the back of these ones. Now these aren't cut sequences. These are more flat ones. So they do move around a little bit easier. So here's the front. I don't know what it is. I love sequences. I love shaker cards. I'm just obsessed. Now these ones do have some horizontal style, just because when I put them together, I just thought it looked better that way. Because I don't want to force everything to be a portrait style if it's not meant to be. Like I said, you don't want to fold these ones or anything like that or really give them beading. This isn't like a thick plastic here on the back. And if you do fold it and things like that, you can cause it to probably detach. Like the tape to melt off or peel off. So just treat them with care like you do your normal photo cards, I guess is basically what I'm saying. Oh. Alright, so there is my Wave set. And then last but not least, they did come out not too long ago with a music video for Aurora. So, these ones, at the moment I saw the music video, this picture appeared in my head, and trying to somehow in any way recreate it to a photo card was a struggle. I probably came back to this 3 or 4 times. Like I would design something and be like, I need a break. Or I had to sleep on it and come back and take a look at it. But I love how they ended up to turn out. So here it is. Here's the sticker cover. And again, these will be sealed when I do ship them out. But these ones are also transparent cards. Just sometimes the way the transparents, like, I don't know what it is, how they absorb the color, how they present the color is way different than when you print it on the paper. So when I was working through these ones, I was like, these are meant to be transparent cards. I just knew it. So these ones have definitely an aurora effect. So there are little tiny white dots when you look up close. They are supposed to be stars. And then I have an aurora kind of sky that I have laid over on top of the actual photo. So you're getting a lot of those natural colors in here. I upped the saturation quite a bit. I wouldn't say like a lot, but I upped the saturation from the original image of the aurora to kind of, you know, just so the color would pop more. But I'm in love with these cards. These are probably one of my favorites. So here's our cover card. So these images are all from the Aurora music video and the making of music video. Or not music video, the making of video. I tell you, it was very hard. Because at first I was thinking about just doing an all black silhouette and then adding the Aurora on top of it, but it was very hard to find everyone in a nice profile shot style so you could actually be able to still tell who the member was. But then when I was doing a test style, I was like, it looked so much better when there was just, you could still see the member. I kind of almost pitch blacked the whole thing, but not completely. So you still do get quite a nice, you can still tell who it is, basically. Some of these I do love how the Aurora turned out better than others. But it was kind of hard to, you know, make them all look different so it wasn't like the same kind of, like I didn't stamp the Aurora on every image the exact same way because I thought that'd be a little boring or, you know, not really creative. So I did try to change it up a little bit so they all had kind of their own unique look. But, so I do like some better than others. I will be honest about it, but this is one of my favorite sets, and I loved, it was a challenge, but I love how it turned out. So there is the Aurora set. Now we are going to move on to my Monsta X cards. Now these are all standard cards. There are no luxury ones for these ones. I have thought about it, but the Monsta X ones are the first ones I did, so they did kind of stay pretty simple until I got to the Ateez ones and I did a little bit more adventuring, but I might recreate some of the, not really recreate them, but I might do more for these albums. But of course we are going to start with their first album, Trespass. And again, these ones are also transparent. These ones are rounded, and I did, like I said, style everything kind of based off the Monsta X cards. So that is where I kind of got this lines that you see all through my other cards and things like that. Because I did quite like it. I thought it was a little bit nice, kind of, I couldn't really figure out what to do with the backs of a lot of cards, so I thought it did add a little bit. Oops, this is backwards. Here we go, Monsta X. So these ones are all going to be kind of a nice black and white style. Rounded corners, of course. All the Monsta X ones are rounded corners. These ones too, like I said, they are thick, but they do bend. Same materials for all my cards. So the same transparent ones, the same materials across the board. I didn't do anything special. Different ones. Okay, and then next will be Rush. Just a simple, just like the Trespass one, just like a bluish purple. Here's our cover card. And the backs on these are a nice blue to almost like a deep navy, I guess you could say. I do have some ideas in mind for some of their later albums, as I did only go up through Beautiful so far. And then next we have the Clan cards. Now I know they did a part 1, part 2, but these are one of my favorites for Monsta X. The backs. So since they all kind of have a floral-ish style, I wanted a nice floral backing for the cards as well. We have another transparent set. Now with the transparent cards, I prefer to have them on a white background. That's how I have them in I have a separate album that I'm storing all my own custom cards in. So I do also have a set, so if you want me to give you the white cards to put behind them as well to fit in the albums, that's definitely an option you can pick as well. So you don't have to cut like your own white paper unless you want to. All right. Another black and white one. Oh, this is one of my favorites still. Some of these I was very much more inspired for. These ones, 100%. 100% look better with the black. I mean the white paper behind it, because they just pop. So these ones are styled off of the Stuck music video, which is by far one of my favorite Monsta X videos, especially of their earlier set. Look, a young one. All right. The last clan set. This is one of my friend's favorites. I did ask her to. I've had a friend look at all my stuff and test them all out as well. Now these ones have a black backing. Now, well, the standard cover has the Monsta X logo, and the members will all have their X logo on the backs. So a little bit different. So again, their logo's on the back. Now these images were all from, and there's a photo in the album that has 4 different images. I picked the best one of those images. And that's what I based these photo cards on. Now last but not least is probably the one album I talk about the most for Monsta X, and it is their Beautiful album. I don't know what it is. It's like, for something, I don't know if it's like the Beautiful album is really when Monsta X really stepped up in my mind, probably into one of my top groups. But something about that album just makes me feel so creative and gets my artistic mind like going and overdrive. It's like the Wings album with BTS does that same thing for me. Ugh, I just love it. But these ones have something a little bit different than the other cards. They all are still deemed standard, but these ones actually have a holographic style to them. If you follow me on Instagram, I would have showed it. I don't know how well it's actually showing up now on the camera, but here we go. They actually holographing again on the backs, their logo for the normal cover, and then the members X for the everyone else. I just love the shininess of these. I never tried to film these other than on my phone, so I don't know how well they're reflecting. For me, they're reflecting very nicely. Here we go. I am thinking about making another set for Beautiful, just because it is my favorite, one of my favorite albums, but we'll see, we'll see. But there they all are. Let me know what your favorite set is from all of my custom cards. If there is a specific album or group you'd like me to start making some cards for, please leave it in the comments down below. I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of a pause on designing the card so I can play some catch up on my website. I have kind of been working on these quite a bit, which has kind of made me slow down on a few other things like my unboxings and editing and stuff like that. But I was just so inspired to make these that I was like, I'm just gonna do it, and hopefully everyone likes them. But yeah, I'm always posting little tease photos or images of new products that I'm posting on my Instagram, so feel free to follow me there. But again, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this and liked seeing some of the custom cards that I'm thinking about doing or have produced. But yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, and share if you want, and until the next video. Bye, guys.